the Radha Gopinath temple. There are two Radha Gopinath temples here. One is on the other side. We will go there later. This was established after Mother Janava visited Radha Kund. Mother Janava was the main wife of Lord Nityananda. After Lord Nityananda left this world, she went on pilgrimage to Vrndavan. She came here to Radha Kund and stayed here for 4 days. When she was here in Radha Kund, she stayed in this place where the altar is. And she was telling the devotees that this is the area, this is the place of Gopinath. During the day she would sit just outside here and she would just sit there all day and chant. And she said she saw a bridge going out into the center of Radha Kund. And in the center she saw an island. On the island she saw Radha and Krishna and some of the gopis. It is understood that bridge is still there and that island is still there. Did any of you see the bridge or the island earlier? Anyone saw? No one saw it. Well, to see it you need spiritual eyes. Maybe a little later. Toda So, yes. So after she had gone, then the devotees established a temple of Gopinath here. On the altar is Radharani. On our right of Krishna, as usual. On our left of Krishna is Janava, is Mother Janava. In Krishna Leela she is Ananga Manjari, the younger sister of Srimati Radharani. Ananga Manjari is also an expansion of Lord Balaram. She is a complex personality. And on your left, where the kirtan is coming from, this is the Samadhi of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. He was sent here by Lord Chaitanya. He lived here for 49 years. He excavated Radha Kund and Shama Kund into the same shapes and sizes they are today. Of course, you know, they have built them up more since then. The bricks, you can see the bricks are modern bricks, they're not the old bricks. But the shape and the size are as made by Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. And he stayed here. He had some vows. He chanted 64 rounds a day. Some of us struggle to finish 16 rounds a day. Some of us cannot do 16 rounds a day. I know. He did 64. He offered obeisances 1,000 times to the deity. He offered obeisances 2,000 times to the devotees every day. And he gave class every day for minimum 3 hours. Usually about Lord Chaitanya. If he had any time, he might sleep a little, sometimes, some days. Some days he ate something, often not. When he was old, he was very frail, very weak. But still he continued to circumambulate Radha Shamakut, offering his obeisances to all the deities and devotees. Bhakti Ratnakara describes some devotees were doing Radha Shamakut Parikrama. They found Raghunath Das offering dandavats in front of some deity, but he could not stand up. They picked him up. They told him, Raghunath Das, you're such a great devotee. You don't need to do this any longer. It's too difficult. You're too old. Just stand, offer your pranams, something like that. Krishna will understand. Raghunath Das said, yes, yes, thank you very much. The next day the devotees came around, same devotees came around, same time, to the same temple. There was Raghunath Das lying on the ground. He couldn't stand up. He offered dandavats. Couldn't stand up. So that was his vow. These were his vows. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, his vows were like lines carved in rock. That is not flexible. That is fixed. That is Raghunath Das Goswami. And this is his Samadhi over here. We will go over now, offer our obeisances to Raghunath Das Goswami, circumambulate the Samadhi, and go out the door on this side. In that corner there's a door onto the street again. And let us go over, circumambulate, and we'll meet on the road. Shri Radha Gopinath ki. Shri Jadava Mata ki. Raghunath Das Goswami ki. Hare Krishna. attacks of the Muslims, they stopped here. And they spent some days here. And then when they moved on, the devotees built a temple here and installed Pratibhu deities. Did everyone understand that? Did you understand, sir? Please come in, everyone. Come and have darshan of Radha Govinda. Beautiful Pratibhu deities of Srila Rupa Goswami. Should we go? Because of the attacks of the Muslims, they stopped here. And they spent some days here. And then when they moved on, the devotees built a temple here and installed Pratibhu deities. Did everyone understand that? Das Goswami was having Radhakund and Shyamakund excavated. They needed a place to get water from for personal use, like bathing, washing clothes, because they could not use the sacred water from the kunds. So Srila Raghunath Das Goswami got a worker or some workers to dig a well. It is back behind Shyamakund. We will go there. The workers were digging the well. They hit one rock, bang, very hard, with the spade. And blood came out of the rock. And the workers, they were bewildered. What is this? They told Raghunath Das Goswami. He also could not understand. That night, in his dream, Govardhan Hill spoke to him. Govardhan told him, "That was my tongue that your worker hit. Please take my tongue out. Put him in a temple, in a shrine, and worship him." So Raghunath Das did that. And this is the tongue of Govardhan Hill, in this little building here on my right. A very beautiful Govardhan Shila. Of course, the door is locked now, but if you were to be able to look at the back, you can see the mark made by the spade. Yeah, it's there. But anyway, at least you can look through the gates and you can see very beautiful Govardhan Shila. Shri Giri Govardhan ki. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami ki. This is his picture there, Srila Jiva Goswami. And here is Radha Damodar. We will have darshan in approximately 1 or 2 minutes. And you'll see very beautiful Radha Damodar. And you'll see the footprints of Lord Chaitanya. Big footprints. Taken from Jagannath Temple, Jagannath Puri, where the marble melted, and his footprints are there. If I remember correctly. Anyway, either that or taken directly off his feet. There you see Radha Damodar, and you see the big red footprints of Lord Chaitanya. Very big size. And this is a photo of the original Radha Damodar there in Jaipur. They were made by Rupa Goswami himself. So please come forward, have darshan. You know, previously here, it was jam-packed. So this is Lalita Kund. Around Radha Kund used to be the kunds of all the 8 main Sakhis. But this Lalita Kund is the only one still remaining. As you can see, they're renovating it right now. And if you're lucky, you may see a turtle. Oh, look, 2 turtles. Don't fall in, you may become a turtle. Look, see over to the left, there are 2 little turtles. They're living in the waters of Lalita Kund. They must have done some wonderful things in their previous lifetimes.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
This is a picture of Lord Chaitanya here. When Lord Chaitanya came here, Radha Kund and Shama Kund were very small. They were only 3 or 4 meters by 3 or 4 meters each. No one knew what they were, but Lord Chaitanya identified them. So come and have darshan, then just come around the side. Came to Radha Kund. No one knew what is Radha Kund. Lord Chaitanya asked the people, where is Radha Kund, where is Shama Kund? No one could say anything. At that time, this village, the village was here, but it was called Arigram. And Lord Chaitanya could understand that could understand that Ari is referring to Arishtasura. Yes, and he knew Arishtasura was killed by Radhakund Shamakund. So Lord Chaitanya knew this must be the area. So he went looking. At that time, these where the kunds are, that was rice field. Lord Chaitanya looked. In the middle of one rice field here, he found one pond, small pool. 3 or 4 meters by 3 or 4 meters. Then a little further over, he found another pool. Same size. And he understood. This is Radhakund and Shamakund. Shishi Radhakund Shamakund ki. Please don't block the entrance there. Please keep moving. So Lord Chaitanya bathed in Radhakund and Shamakund. Everyone, all the local people were amazed by his mood of ecstatic love. Then later in the afternoon, he came and sat here. He made tilak with the mud from those kunds. And he sat here and chanted Hare Krishna. When he was sitting here, the Lord offered the following prayers. Of all the gopis, Radharani is the topmost. Similarly, her lake known as Radhakund is very dear to the Lord. Because it is very dear to Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani is most dear to Lord Krishna. And her lake, known as Radhakund, is also very dear to him. In that lake, Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani used to sport daily in the water. And have rasa dance on the bank of the Kund. Indeed, Lord Krishna gives ecstatic love like that of Srimati Radharani to anyone who bathes in Radhakund even one time in his life. The attraction of Radhakund is as sweet as that of Srimati Radharani. The attraction of Radhakund. Similarly, the glories of Radhakund are as glorious as those of Srimati Radharani. Because of its wonderful transcendental qualities, Radhakund is as dear to Krishna as Srimati Radharani. Whoever bathes just one time in Radhakund achieves Srimati Radharani's loving attraction for Sri Krishna. Who within this world can describe the glories and sweetness of Sri Radha Kund. So these are the prayers offered by Lord Chaitanya sitting here after discovering Radha Kund and Shama Kund. So after offering these prayers, he put tilak on with the mud. He took some of the mud with him. If you want some of that mud tilak, you can get it from the children. Normally you can get 5 pieces for 1 rupee. If you want. Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund ki. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund Parikrama ki. Hare Krishna. These are Pratibhu deities. The original deities are in Karoli. Yes, Maharaj's group is going to Karoli in a few days. Madan Mohan is worshipped by Sanatana Goswami. His bhajan kutia is just on the side, just immediately there, where that window is. That is the bhajan kutia of Sanatana Goswami. He would come and stay here sometimes. One time, Sanatana Goswami was here, and Srila Rupa Goswami came. And Rupa Goswami had just written one poem. It is called Chatu Pushpanjali. Very beautiful poem glorifying Radharani. He wanted to read it to Sanatana Goswami. He wanted Sanatana Goswami to approve it. Or make some correction. So he read. And there was one verse describing Radharani's hair. That verse says Radharani has long black hair. She ties it in one long plait. Longer than this. And it hangs down her back. And when Radharani walks, the plait of hair moves on her back. And when it moves, it looks like a black snake. And when Sanatana Goswami heard that, he thought, what? Snake? That is not nice. How could Rupa say that? But then he also thought that this is Rupa Goswami. How can he say something wrong? So he was confused. He went outside and sat on the banks of Shamakund here, looking across at Manasa, Pavan, Ghat, straight over here, where that green tree, green bushes on the stairs, just there. And some young girls came, the village girls. They were playing a ball game, throwing the ball, jumping, laughing, and so on. Suddenly Sanatana Goswami saw one of those girls. On her back was a snake.
और उनके पीठ पे एक सांप था,
climbing up her back to bite her neck.
वो चढ़ रहा था ताकि उनके गर्दन को,
He called out, "Watch out, snake!"
देखो वहाँ पे सांप है।
All the other girls came and looked at that girl,
और सारी लड़कियों ने उस लड़की को देखा
and they started laughing.
और वो हंसने लगी।
That's not a snake,
वो तो सांप नहीं है,
that's her hair.
वो तो उनके बाल है।
And they laughed and laughed.
और वो हंसने लगे
And Sanatana Goswami felt embarrassed.
और सनातन गोस्वामी को बहुत शर्म आई।
Then those girls disappeared.
और फिर वो लड़कियाँ गायब हो गई।
And he understood that was Srimati Radharani.
और तब उन्हें समझ में आया श्रीमती राधा रानी,
She and the gopis appeared here just to show me that whatever Rupa Goswami says is right.
वो गोपी इधर आए जैसे ये बताने के लिए जो भी रूप गोस्वामी बोल रहे हैं वो सब सही है।
So he came back to Rupa Goswami here.
वो रूप गोस्वामी से मिला।
And Rupa Goswami said, "So please tell me, what do you think of this poem?"
रूप गोस्वामी ने कहा आप इस कवि के बारे में क्या कहते हैं?
And Sanatana Goswami said, "It is very nice.
सनातन गोस्वामी का एक बहुत बढ़िया है।
Particularly that part about the snake. That was very nice."
खासकर के सांप के बारे में चाहे सबसे बढ़िया।
Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad ki. Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki. So, there is Lord Krishna. On our right is Mother Janava. Normally, Srimati Radharani is on our right of Krishna. But with Gopinath, generally with Gopinath, Janava or Ananga Manjari is on our right. And then Srimati Radharani is on our left. Then back here in the corner, this is the sitting place of Lord Nityananda. As Lord Chaitanya came here and spent some time, so Lord Nityananda also came here and spent some time. In fact, Lord Nityananda was sitting here when he understood that Lord Chaitanya had appeared. When Lord Chaitanya appeared, Lord Nityananda was not in Bengal, he was in Vrndavan. So when Lord Nityananda understood that Lord Chaitanya has appeared in this world, he roared like 10,000 lions. That roar was heard all over the world. Did they teach you that in history? 1486 AD, there was a roar. Not a tsunami, not an earthquake. There was a roar. It was Lord Nityananda roaring in ecstasy. Because he knew, now my dear Lord Chaitanya has appeared. And when Lord Nityananda left, he stayed in Vrndavan for quite a number of years. When he left Vrndavan, he left from here. So of course, this was even before Lord Chaitanya came here. Lord Nityananda already, he knew, this is Radha Kund, this is Shama Kund. But he did not want to reveal that to the world. He wanted to leave that for Lord Chaitanya to do. He wanted Lord Chaitanya to get the credit for discovering Radha Kund and Shamakund. So you see, Lord Nityananda, he is very advanced. Lord Chaitanya came and everyone says he discovered Radha Kund, Shamakund, but actually Lord Nityananda already knew. Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki, Shri Shri Gopinath ki, Shri Shri Radha Gopinath ki, Srimati Janavama ki.
Hari Vaishnava Thakura, Dayara Sagara, Edase Karuna. Hari Vaishnava Thakura, Dayara Sagara, Edase Karuna. Diya Pada Chaya, Sodahe Amaya, Tomara Charana.
Goswami. If you look inside, well, you will get a chance, you will see inside there is a big picture. In that picture there are two pastimes. Two pastimes in one picture. In both pastimes, Raghunath Das is in the center. He is chanting japa here at Manasa Pavan Ghat. In the first pastime, he is sitting chanting, and two tigers come down to drink from Shamakund. Then you can see in the picture, your top left-hand side is Sanatana Goswami. He is watching from where the Madan Mohan temple is on the other side. And Sanatana Goswami saw there is Raghunath Das, he is chanting. He is so absorbed, he does not know what is happening around him. But these tigers are there, they may attack him. Oh, Vyasadeva Das Ji, Radhe Radhe. Oh, Dhanyavad. This is our kind Pujari, Vyasadeva Das, opening the Bhajan Kutia. Very good. Very good. So so Sanatana Goswami was in great anxiety. But then he saw that Krishna appeared. When you look at the picture, Krishna is in the top right-hand side. And he saw that Krishna was watching and protecting Raghunath Das. That is the first pastime. Well, after that, Sanatana Goswami came to Raghunath Das. He explained what happened. Krishna had to protect you. So, you must build a little hut. That will give you some shelter, some protection. And so you don't have to engage Krishna in your service again. And Raghunath Das said, yes, okay, good. But he didn't do anything. A little later, then Raghunath Das again was chanting here, same place. It was midsummer. 50 degrees or so, very hot. And at that time there was no nice roof over the top. He was sitting in the sun. And he's so absorbed in chanting, he did not notice. But again, Sanatana Goswami on the other side, he could see that this is very bad for Raghunath Das. To sit in the sun all day like that when it's very hot, you can die. So, but then Sanatana Goswami saw Srimati Radharani appeared. And she stood next to Raghunath Das. And she took her sari off her head. You know that is what the end of the sari is for, right, ladies? It's not just to keep your shoulder warm. It is to be put over the head. But she took it off her head. And she held it over the top of Raghunath Das's head. You can see that in the picture. And so in this way, she gave him shade from the hot sun. And Sanatana Goswami, from the other side, he could see Radharani was standing there. She was perspiring. The sweat was coming from her forehead. She was accepting that discomfort for the sake of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. So, and Sanatana Goswami was watching. So then, a little later, he came and told Raghunath Das what happened. And he told him, before you engaged Krishna in your service, now you're engaging Srimati Radharani in your service. You cannot do that. You must build some hut. So Raghunath Das said, yes, okay, and he built a hut. And he lived here for so many years. Now at the end, on my right, where the Hindi group is, this is the Bhajan Kutia of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He also lived here for many years. He wrote his Srimad Bhagavatam commentary here. He wrote the Gurvastakam here. Samsara Davanalalido Loka Tranaya Karanya Ganagana, etc. Which we sing every day at Mangalarti. If we are present at Mangalarti. And you can see, just on the other side is one small green tree. Is a small pilu tree. Just here, right here, this little green bushy tree. Just a few meters away. Now this is the descendant of one very old pilu tree which was there. That old pilu tree was present when Srimati Radharani and Lord Krishna would have their pastimes. Just like Radharani and Krishna, Radharani comes here to bathe at 10:38 in the morning. 10:38 Uttara. Not 10:39. 10:38 in the morning she comes. That is the muhurta. And then she and the gopis stay here till about 1 o'clock. So they are here. I don't know if any of you have seen any of the gopis today here at Manasa Pavan Ghat. But I think you need spiritual eyes to see them. But that tree had witnessed many pastimes. And the tree was still there when Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur was living here. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he used to speak with the tree. Don't underestimate the trees in Vrndavan. And that tree would tell him so many pastimes which he had witnessed. In this way, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur was able to write many beautiful and very authoritative descriptions of the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. As instructed to him by the tree. Then, on my left, on your right, is the Bhajan Kutia of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. He wrote Chaitanya Charitamrita there. He wrote Govinda Leelamrita there. He worshipped Radha Vrndavan Chandra there. We all know Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhupada translated that. Govinda Leelamrita is a very intimate book. Very beautiful pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta liked that book very much. He asked Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, his father, "Can I print this book and distribute it?" Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, "Yes, of course. You can print one copy and keep it for yourself. It is not suitable for the general public." Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur wrote Krishna Bhavanamrita Mahakavya here. This is also like Govinda Leelamrita. There are many beautiful pastimes. In one pastime, Krishna is describing to the cowherd boys about the different symptoms of ecstasy. when your hair stands on end, or tears come from your eyes, or the body shivers, and so on. And Krishna gave a very nice description. When the internal potency of the Lord contacts the element of water in the body, tears come. This is different from our normal crying. Sometimes someone will say something bad to you, that you are a bad person, and you may cry. But those tears, under the influence of the internal potency, they're different. Lord Chaitanya in the Ratha Yatra would cry those tears. All the people surrounding him became saturated completely. So Krishna described like this. And then Madhu Mangal, his funny Brahmin friend, came. Madhu Mangal told Krishna, very nice description. For a Vaishya, you did nicely. But we Brahmins, we understand these things more clearly. But for a Vaishya, it was okay, it was good. So Madhu Mangal said, I will now describe the symptoms of ecstasy. He said, when I smell the prasadam coming, my hair stands on end. When I see the prasadam, tears come from my eyes. When I taste the sabji, my body shakes. And like this, all the 8 main Babas he described. And he said, finally, when I have the sweet rice, and I watch it, because he has a sort of protuberant stomach, a healthy stomach, with a big navel, and the sweet rice comes running down his chin into his navel lake. And he said, when I see that the sweet rice is making a lake in my navel, I become so overwhelmed, I faint unconscious. So he said, you see, this is the real understanding of the symptoms of ecstasy. But he told Krishna, for a Vaishya, you did nice, it was very good. For a Vaishya, it was okay. And then there were the 3 samadhis. Now, particularly, you may remember, earlier, we were at the samadhi of Raghunath Das Goswami at the Gopinath temple. But now, this is another samadhi. So what is that? And also, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, there is a samadhi in Vrndavan, in the 64 Samadhis garden, near Radha Govinda. So how come there are two samadhis? Is it a trick? Like in Radha Damodar temple in Vrndavan, they have big Govardhan Shila with footprint of Krishna. You saw that. You go to Radha Damodar in Jaipur, they also have big Govardhan Shila with footprint. Oh, I don't know. So anyway, you may think here there's two samadhis, it is a trick to collect money or something. But actually what happened was, these three devotees, they all passed away on the same day. But in different years. And the devotees understood that the Muslims, that they may, if we put the bodies, whole body in Samadhi in the ground, the Muslims may dig up the bodies. So they burnt the bodies. So half of Raghunath Das's ashes are here. The other half of the ashes are at the big Samadhi at Gopinath. And half of Raghunath Bhatta's ashes are here. The other half are in Vrndavan. It is the ashes. Yeah. So like this is very, very sacred place. Please come up, have darshan, see the picture. Please give a donation. This is Vyasadeva Das. He's the pujari for most of these places. He's very helpful to us. If you can give some small donation, that's nice. Then you can also visit Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's Bhajan Kutia. The pujari there is also very nice. His name is Narottam. He's a very nice devotee. And if you can give a donation, that's good. See, the thing is, you have all this money. Now anyway, I know you do, but this money, if we don't use it in Krishna's service, we may use it for some nonsense. Bravia, Sony Bravia TV. High definition. New motor car. New DVD player. Of course you can play Krishna conscious DVDs. But no kuch hota hai. Kuch nahi. Nothing like that. So if we can sacrifice a little of the Lakshmi to help maintain the places, particularly when you've got more serious people like Vyasadeva Das and Narottam, they're seriously trying to look after these places nicely, then it's nice to give some support. So please have darshan, and then we'll... Oh, I forgot one thing. When Raghunath Das was about to excavate Shamakund, he was going to make it square, like Radhakund is square. But then in his dream, the 5 Pandavas appeared. And they said, we are at Manasa Pavan Ghat in the form of trees. So please make the kund around us. Don't cut us down. Now, the one tree is living is Arjuna, but he is around the corner. But here, this big tree, which is not living, which is being supported by the brick column, just here, this dead tree. This was Bhima. that was Bina before. But now I think he's gone to Hastinapura in Goloka. Something like that. Hare Krishna. Shri Manasa Pavan Ghat ki. Shri Raghunath Das Goswami ki. Shri Krishna Chakravarti Thakur ki. Shri Krishna Kaviraj Goswami Maharaja ki. Gopinath
Karo Vaishnava Gosai Karuna Karo He Bara Karuna Karo Vaishnava Gosai
So come in, have darshan. This is the walking stick of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati and shoes of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta.
The devotees will be coming here. Patita Pavana Toma bin ke ho na Patita Pavana Toma bin ke ho na Jahan rani kate gele पाप दूर जाए यहाँ रानी काट गेले पाप दूर जाए मन दयाला प्रभु केवा को था पाए मन दयाला प्रभु केवा को था पाए मन दयाला प्रभु केवा को था पाए गंगार पराश हले पाशते पावा आवान दर्शन पवित्र करा ये तुम्हारा गुण दर्शन पवित्र करा ये तुम्हारा गुण गंगार परश होले पाशते पावन दर्शने पवित्र करा ए तुम्हार गौर दर्शने पवित्र स्थाने अपराधे तारे हरि नाम
Shrimati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki, Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shankar Radha Giri Govardhana ki, Shri Vrndavan Dham ki, Shri Mayapur Dham ki, Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki, Shri Yavat Dham ki, Shri Radha Radha Kanta ki, Shri Jatila Kutila Abhimanyu ki, Shri Prabhupada ki, Shri Vrndavan Dham ki, Shri Vrajmandal Parikrama ki, Gopinath. All praise to the assembled devotees. All praise to the assembled devotees. All praise to the assembled devotees. All praise to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All praise to Sri Prabhupada. Here, in a very, very sacred place. It is a very confidential and secret place. To achieve access to Vrndavan in general is not easy. You cannot come to Vrndavan, Prabhupada would say, by buying a ticket. You cannot come to Vrndavan by the mercy of Air India, by the mercy of Aeroflot, Lufthansa, and so on. Lithuanian Airlines, Sibersky. That is Vrndavan. But once you've come to Vrndavan, even, to have access to a place like this is even more rare. This is a very special place of the most confidential pastimes. This is Yavat, and this is where the palace of Jatila, Kutila, and Abhimanyu was standing. And this is where Srimati Radharani was living when she was married. We told you the other day, I think, how Krishna was herding the cows nearby. Purnamasi came with a big laddu, gave it to Krishna, and said, there was a wedding. This is prasadam from the wedding. Krishna asked, oh, who was married? Purnamasi said, it was Abhimanyu. As Krishna was lifting the laddu to his mouth. And Krishna asked, oh, who did he marry? And took a bite. At that second, Purnamasi said, Radharani. Krishna bit, spat it out. Ah, that was the worst laddu I ever tasted. Yes. So we might wonder, why? How could this happen? Why would anyone want Radharani to marry someone else other than Krishna? But it was the arrangement of Purnamasi to add some spice to the pastimes. We also explained the other day how Radharani was saying that it would be so boring if we were married. then we would have to be together. If we were not together, people would think, oh, something is wrong. There would be no excitement. So the excitement comes in the form of Jatila. She is the embodiment of transcendental excitement, although she may not look like it. And Abhimanyu and Kutila. So Jatila is the mother. She is called Jatila because she has a big jat. Many of you will know what a jat is, but some of you may not. Jat means a big ball, big lump of hair sticking up on the head. This is jat. And traditionally, the sadhus, some sadhus, they just let their hair grow and it's just everywhere. But then to keep it together, they mix some resin or some gluey stuff in with it, and so it becomes solid. This is Jat, and Jatila has the best Jat. And Abhimanyu, somehow by Purnamasi's arrangement, he became the husband of Radharani. But they are completely incompatible. You know, sometimes when there's some idea some boy will marry a girl, they do some astrological reading. Of course, nowadays we do not know if anyone is qualified to do such a reading. Maybe they just look in the newspaper. What is in your stars today? Or they guess. But they say, you know, I've heard, if there's 60% compatibility, okay, maybe it can go ahead. In this case, the compatibility level was around 1 or 2%. Maybe minus. But still, Purnamasi let it go ahead. Because Abhimanyu, Radharani, Srimati Radharani, she is the embodiment of all good qualities. Absolutely and completely. But Abhimanyu is not like that. He is, as they say in Hindi, Murk. Mahamurk. Or in Russian they say glupets. On Mahaglupets. He is big. In the Jewish people would say schmuck. He is like that. He is very stupid. He is very dull. A little like the water buffalo compared to the cows. The cows, they have some life. The water buffalo, they're just sort of mahis. So anyway, so it's extreme incompatibility. and Jatila, Kutila, who is the daughter of Jatila, and Abhimanyu. They are constantly, 24 hours a day, they are thinking how to stop Krishna coming to meet Radharani, and how to stop Radharani from going out to meet Krishna. It is their constant meditation. We don't want Krishna. No Krishna. Krishna is bad. Keep Krishna away. You might think, when you hear this, you might think, what are people like this doing in Vrndavan? What are people like this doing in Krishna Leela? They are out of place. Maybe they should go live in Mecca. Or anyway, but it's the wrong place for them. But actually, they are simply thinking under Yoga Maya. They're thinking how to protect Radharani. Radharani is very sacred and dear to them. They are in Radharani consciousness. And in this way they're in Krishna consciousness by Yoga Maya's arrangement. Because they are not demons. It sounds like they are demons, but they are not demons. Actually, Abhimanyu, he is a special incarnation of Krishna. He is an incarnation of Krishna's shadow. And when you see Abhimanyu in a little while, some minutes, then you will see he looks like Krishna. Somewhat. Except he has a rather evil look in his eyes. Very mischievous look. So here in Yavat then, many amazing pastimes took place. Pastimes in which either Krishna is trying to get in to meet Radharani, or Krishna is trying to get in, Radharani is trying to get out to meet Krishna, and Jatila, Kutila and Abhimanyu are trying to stop in whatever way they can. Like just across from here, about 1 or 2 kilometers, is Kokilavan, the forest of the cuckoos. What is cuckoo? Kushka. Kukushka in Russian. So everyone knows there's lots of cuckoos there, and the cuckoos fly around. So one evening, Krishna was climbing over the walls to come in and meet Radharani. There was a tree there. He wanted to climb down through the tree. Jatila came out. She heard some movement in the tree. Fortunately, she is half blind. She could not exactly see what is this, but she could see some shape. So she knew someone is there. And she knew who is that someone likely to be. You can guess. So she called out, Jatila called out, "Who's there?" Krishna didn't know what to do. Krishna replied, "Cuckoo, cuckoo." Jatila said, "You're not a cuckoo. Who are you? Are you Krishna?" Krishna said, "Cuckoo, cuckoo." Jatila went inside. Krishna thought, right, I'm going to escape. He tried to climb up the tree again, but Jatila